Hiya guys and welcome to RevTiuGaming. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Hiya folks, man, thanks for tuning in. Revned back with another video. That's right, I've changed my tone. Yes, I am back with another video, guys. And as ever, I do hope you're all well and keeping safe. And in this video, I will be covering, or we will be talking about the new Heir system. What is this new Heir system is about? Well, basically, to simplify it, it's like a child system. Okay, it's a child system. You look after your child, you benefit from your child when they are grown up. Okay, there's different stages of Heir system, but let me just tell you this: they are exactly like pet system. Okay, but in terms of the Heir system, it just takes longer for you to actually get the benefit of the actual system or the actual heir, okay, or as they call child. You've got to sort of it starts off as a sprout and then it goes through different stages. So let me just have a quick look in here. Okay, so about the heir here, you basically get your own heir through an heir plan. Your heir will stay with you and grow with your parenting. After sprout stage, you then get to newborn stage, and then developing stage, and then growth stage, okay, where your heir can fight with you. So when you get to growth stage, basically your heir can fight with you. Alright, so the heir grows from sprout stage. You team up with your soulmate and go to the church where we are right now. Lovely music in here, by the way. I like the music in this church. So yeah, you can team up with your soulmate, or actually you can have heir on your own if you don't have a soulmate, like me. So basically I'm a single dad in this game, alright? Because I don't have anyone that I'm in soul bond with, alright? So in there, the player who carries the sprout stage heir can produce growth points in different ways. Alright, the other player who doesn't carry the heir can produce growth points, but can show his or her concern for the heir. Okay, I'll talk about that later on. Okay, when growth points are full, team up with your soulmate and give birth to your heir at the central executive office. Both of you will get a newborn heir of random gender. Okay, player who fosters alone can get there on his own. Okay, a newborn has different growth status. Basically, you've got to look after your kids. Okay, you need to take good care of it to keep it healthy and happy. The healthier and happier your heir is, the quicker it will grow. Okay, if your heir can't be looked after, it may get ill, which happened to me once. 2 of them got ill, so you have to treat them basically by spending some gold. Okay, and then a developing stage, heir will have a level which can increase your rating, can raise heir's level with items. When a heir's level reaches level 90, it will become a growth stage heir. Okay, and then we'll talk about that as well, because there's a cap on a daily basis in terms of actually increasing their actual level. Okay, and then obviously at the end you get the growth stage, is the final stage for an heir, or for your heir. A growth stage heir can be sent to war and fight with you. So they can, the heirs can fight with you. The only thing I don't know about this stage is if you can actually summon all of them to fight with you. That I do not know. It may be that you can only summon one heir at a time. But then I'm not on that stage yet. I'm still on the developing stage. So I'll talk to you the stuff that I already know, and then we'll get you updated afterwards. Okay? So let's look at that sprout stage first, because I haven't got anyone on sprout stage now. Like I said to you, you can do that on your own. You can get a sprout on your own. All you need to do is speak to the central executive officer, and then you choose get heir by yourself. Now, in terms of the, if it's new to you, you will get a quest anyway. All you need to do is follow the quest, and it will give you your first heir. However, you do need 450 to get 450 diamonds to get to unlock new heir, I think. Now, I cannot remember if you need that diamond on the very first instance. I can't remember. Maybe you do, maybe you don't, but keep it in mind anyway. However, the second and the third, obviously, you'll need to get that 450 diamonds. I believe it's 450, I might be wrong. Again, I'm just trying to get my facts right, but it's, you know, I should have taken a video of all this before I actually took new heirs, okay? But I didn't, so I apologize for that. Apologies. Right, let's get rid of these. I don't like those sort of things. So yes, this is where you get your heirs from. That woman that says Central Executive Officer. Okay? So once you're in that sprout stage, as it says here, when you're on sprout stage, there you go. It took me about, I don't know, it took me about 3 to 4 days, or maybe less. I think it's 3 to 4 days to actually to fill in the points to get them to what stage is it? To growth stage. Is it growth stage? Newborn stage, sorry. So from sprout to newborn stage, I've always picked the last option, which is the one that you spend 30 diamonds, I believe. Yeah, 30 diamonds per cultivation. See that image there, the third point there, where you know, the first one you can spend very little amount of gold for 4 hours. The second one, which is highlighted in there, you need to spend about what, 10,000? Yeah, 10,000 gold to cultivate for 8 hours. Or if you choose the third one, it will get you to cultivate your sprout heir for 12 hours. Okay, and also it generates more points. So 12 hours generate more points compared to, let's say, a 4 hour and an 8 hour, which is obviously a 12 hour. Okay, it generates more points because I think in there, if you look at it, it says that, yeah, time 4 hours for the first one. Actually, the first one is 4 hours and it gives you growth of 8 points. And I think when you pick the middle one, which is 8 hours, I think it gives you about 20 plus points. However, the third one, where you spend diamonds, 30 diamonds, it does give you about 40 points. So it's quite a lot. Okay, it's worth spending that 30 diamonds, so at least 60 diamonds a day, if you can capture that 12 hours window point. Okay, so before you sleep, once you wake up, before you sleep, once you wake up, before you sleep, once you wake up. So that's 12 hours, 12 hours, 12 hours. Okay, time it well. If you think that 12 hours is too much, that you won't be able to cultivate them after that 12 hours, go with the 8 hours. Okay, go down with the 8 hours and then go to 12 hours afterward, instead of wasting that full 12 hours. All right. So that's the way to sort of increase the points. Well, one way of increasing the points of your sprout. The second one is that exam that you can see there, the second tab, the exam. The exam, all you need to do is talk to this lady here, which is the central inspector, and it will conduct a medical exam. And that will also increase the points. I'm not entirely sure. I can't remember how much points it generates, but it does on a daily basis. And there's no timeline on that. As soon as the server reset, you can do that. Okay? So those are the two things you can do to increase the level or the points of your sprout heir if you are starting on that. Obviously, everyone started on that level, on that stage, sprout. Okay? And once you fulfill that, you then get a button, or you'll see a button to sort of start the born to how can I put this? Because it says in here, basically you can start giving birth. That sounds odd, but yes, heir is born. That's where the next step of that sprout stage to then develop or grow to then growth stage, newborn stage. Sorry, I'm getting all these things mixed up. So sprout and then newborn stage. Okay, and then after newborn stage, you get to the developing stage. Okay, we'll talk about that later on. So let's talk about newborn stage first. Newborn stage, again, before you can even, sprout stage, there is no benefit at all. You need to look after your sprout to get them into this newborn stage. And once you get them to the newborn stage, you've got to look after them again. Okay, now in terms of the sprout stage, you get notification when that cultivation has ended and also the medical exam needs to be done. In this stage, the newborn stage, you don't get notification once these feeding cooldown is done, or your bath cooldown, or your play cooldown, or your comfort cooldown. Okay, you do not get that that notification. So you've got to be sort of checking your heir now and again to make sure that you are feeding them, bathing them, you're giving them comfort, and you're playing with them. Okay, and you spend gold to do that. You do spend gold to feed them, to comfort them, to play with them, and to bathe them. Okay, no, I haven't got anyone that's about to expire, but yes, you do use them. Okay, so if they're happy, once you fed them, you bathe them, you comfort them, you play with them, it generates growth points. Okay, growth points increase automatically every 20 minutes. So every 20 minutes, if you've done all of that, you basically generate growth points for your newborn stage. Okay, so this is my latest newborn, which is Caitlin, and Caleb is my second one. I was hoping to get another girl actually before Caleb. These are actually the names of my kids. Okay, except Caleb, of course. I don't have a boy. I've got two girls, but if we were to have a boy, it would have been named Caleb. But anyway, enough of that. Enough about me. Let's talk about this whole system. Now you can also increase growth points by spending diamond. So if you look in that notification, okay, you can increase the growth points by 125%. The growth speed, I should say, by 125%. And you can do that by spending 200 diamonds to accelerate that growth speed. Okay, which I don't do often. No, it's only once every child I do that, so at least it gives them that boost, isn't it? Okay, so in terms of your actual names, basically you can rename them as much as you want. I believe I haven't been told off yet in terms of naming them. You can get rid of them by looking at that, by tapping on that farewell, or you can foster them, where you can go back and get them back by this lady here, the Central Reserve Officer. Okay, so you can entrust heir, you can foster them if you want. For example, if you want 3 females, or if you want 3 girls instead of a girl and a boy, then all you need to do is entrust your heir. Okay, and then you can also recover heir. Okay, so let's just have a quick look in terms of fostering. Okay, you can entrust up to 8 heirs at the Central Reserve Office. Entrust heirs will leave you, and you will have space for a new heir. Entrust heirs can return at any time. The rating of entrust heirs won't be counted in yours when they come back. Their rating can be counted. So if you foster them, their actual stats does not count, does not get converted into yours. Okay, so I don't see the point unless you just want different genders, whatever. Okay, I'm not entirely sure if this actual status or personality counts, because some of them are shy, some of them are, well, I've got 2 shy ones. I don't know if they actually change as they grow, and I've got 1 brave, so I'm not entirely sure how that works yet. But like I said, I'll let you know. I will let you know if I find out anything else. Okay. Now the walk part is where you can summon your pet. So they look like a mouse actually when they're following you onto that newborn stage. Okay. However, the next stage is what you call a developing stage, and they start walking, proper walks. Okay, they're very cute in terms of the actual animation of these heirs. Okay. And then let's have a look at now the developing stage. Let's look at that developing stage. Okay, let's see if we've covered everything in here. Closet, by the way, you can change the onesie of your actual heirs on that newborn stage, but I don't see the point because there's only 1 for female and 1 for males, or girl and boy, I should say. Okay. So yeah, in terms of increasing their growth points, you can increase the growth speed by spending 200 diamonds and making sure that you monitor these areas now and again. Okay, and make sure that they are cultivated in time. Okay, because that contributes on the points that it generates, that your newborn generates. And once your growth points have been generated all the way across, then you will find yourself a developing stage child. Okay, they look very, very, very cute. However, these then unlocks the benefits that your character can get from the heir. This is where the fun starts. After looking after these newborn stage or sprout stage for a wee while, and then the growth stage. The growth stage takes about 4 or 5 days, I would say, in terms of the growth stage, but that really depends if you actually use a growth supply. Okay, so yeah, it then goes up to developing stage. Now with the developing stage, there's a lot of things that you unlock. One of them is actually increasing their actual level. Okay, now throughout the day you have a max capacity XP, okay, that you can give your heir. Now I don't know how much, but I just, I mean the first one literally was from no level to level 24, and because my heir only developed, or only evolved into developing stage, or grew up to developing stage this morning. Okay, so yes, from level 0 to level 24, I'm not sure if there's any count at all, but all you need to do is just keep giving them those potions until it's max. Okay, and then afterward, so that's one, and then the next part is the closet. Now the closet, there isn't very there is not much of a choice in terms of closet. I think there's actually a bug, because I can't use, I've unlocked one, I cannot use, I can't see it from here, and I can't use this one. So I don't know, because after you have an heir on developing stage, you will get a growth bonus. Let me see if I can find it here. Baby, there we go. So the newborn blood here, that's the one that I got. I've claimed that, I've used it, but I cannot equip it to my heir, basically. Okay, so you will get that once your heir's mandate reaches level 10, which we'll talk about later on. Okay, so yes, that's your closet there. The mandate now, then the mandate is like your child's stat rune type. Okay, so it's basically you get points, and you before you can actually unlock the developing stage, you will get loads of these points from your dailies. Okay, Mandate Ether, or Ether, I should say, Mandate Crystal, and Mandate Star Soul is the other one. Okay, so you can use these to generate points, to accumulate points. Okay, and then all you need to do is illuminate all, and you know, it's basically unlocking these things. Okay, unlocking the stats. So let's look at the stats. So you get one that increases the dex of your developing stage here. One for con, or two for con, and then two decks there, one top, one bottom, con on the left and right, and then you also get STR that increases both STR and int, two of them, and then you've got ins, two of them as well. Okay, and then you got that mini sort of dex there. It's still the same because it still adds another one, the inner circle, I should say. So we've got the outer circle, we've got the the middle circle, and then the inner circle. Okay, that then adds stats onto your Heir, which then adds stats onto you. Okay, now bear in mind as well that how can I put this? These mandates, the more you upgrade them, the more bonuses you get. Okay, so you will see that they have they will unlock these sort of mandate overview stats. So the active skills will get unlocked. Passive skills will be unlocked. So your max skill level, will be unlocked and improved and upgraded. The specialty cap, we'll look at that specialty cap later on, and then the resonance chips as well. Okay, so these are the chips that you can get unlocked. You can unlock them through mandate. Okay, depending on your mandate level. Okay, and you also see this here, the destiny preview. So in terms of your mandate level and what bonuses are coming in. Okay, so the chips are very expensive, guys, very, very expensive, but the chips also increases the stats conversion. Okay, let me just have a look where the stats is. Here we go. So as baby upgrades, its con, strength, int, dex, and ins will improve, and baby's max level can exceed the player's level. When baby reaches level 90, it will enter growing stage. It can then be equipped with skills and fight alongside you. Baby can get up to 50,000 daily XP, and baby's rating will be partially converted to players' 10%. 10% of baby base stats will be converted into players, and more stats will be converted with a gear resonance chips. So basically, the standard conversion. Stats conversion is 10%. So all your heirs stats, 10% of all your heir stats can get transferred into your stats. That's why it's important for us to maximize their level and also mandate if you can. Okay, the chips, however, they also increases the conversion rate of your stats. So far I've got a let's have a look at all these stats. Okay, I've got a purple stats, but they cost quite a lot, doesn't it? Okay, about 499 per chip. Okay, and they, like I said, it only adds 0.60% of the stats. The others, like that one, increases 0.70 of their actual stats into yours. So basically now, my heirs, or my child's def and mdef, or pdef and mdef, can get transfer. Well, how many percent? 10.70% of my heirs pdef and mdef gets transferred into mine, and also the rest of the stats. Okay, so it's really important for us to increase this sort of chips. Hang on, let me just clarify that, because I just realized something. Okay, I'm not sure if they actually mean base stats as the actual int, ins, con, and dex. And then these chips are just extras. I'll have to test that out and I will get back to you guys. Okay? But I just want to make a quick guide in terms of what the full functionality of this Heir system is for you. Okay. But yes, so the chips itself increases those stats, whatever. So the red one is for the likes of the defense and magical attacks and all that. So let's see, the gold one increases the actual attacks. Alright, so that's very strange though. Very, very strange. Because if you look in here, I've bought that red mark, or that red chip, and it says in there that it's the PDEF and MDEF are the ones that increased. Let me see if this is completely different. HP can transfer once equipped, transfer HP, but I bought the same thing. So when it comes to that, it's still the same. See, I'm not sure. I think there's still a bug there, like what we've noticed just now. Look, the pet chips that I have equipped is actually PDEF and MDEF, but the chips, the owned chips, or the chips that actually you can buy is supposed to be physical attack and magical attack. It's the exact same. It's the exact same one as I bought. And United Renaissance Chip 1. Okay? United Renaissance Chip 1. Now that's a bug that I did not realize until now. That chip should be adding attack and magical attack to my character, not def and MDEF. Okay, we've discovered a bug while we're doing the guide. That's always a good thing, isn't it? And this is what these guides are for, isn't it? Just to open up these things for you guys. Okay, so yes, the pet chips, the blue ones usually is the PDEF, and the green one is the MDEF. See? But yet the red one, it's odd. That it's really odd. So yellow one's HP, the red one's supposed to be the attack and magical attack. The blue ones are the physical defense, and then the green chips are your magical defense. However, at the moment there has been a bug. There's a bug in terms of the actual chip. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a screenshot of that, but I'm also going to take a screenshot of this, and I will report this bug, okay, if it hasn't been reported yet. But that's your resonance chip, okay. Again, if you want to look back on the mandate, please do. We're now going to look at the other stats. So the advanced stats, it just gives you the overall stats of your actual heir, baby, child, whatever you want to call them. Specialty, here we go. Specialty is it also increases your child's stats. Now, if you can see here, there are rating points that if you unlock, or if you reach 100, level 100 of all these specialties, okay, all specialties reaches level 100, you then unlock the rating Child King. Now, if you look at the stats itself, it says that your next rating is Child King, but your next rating bonus is you get an extra HP and a crit rate of 10%. Okay? I mean, your child gets an additional HP, an additional crit rate. And again, I can only assume that they get transferred into our stats get transferred into our character stats. But then again, don't take my word for it. I don't know these things yet. We're just trying to explore this, and I just want to show you guys what can heirs or child offer in terms of developing stage and so on. Okay. So I think in terms of that, where do we get them? Where do we get them from? Now, you would have gotten these type of no, not them. You would have gotten some sort of like a book type that can give you these. You can actually choose any of these, okay, from that from that item. I can't remember what item it was, but you do get an item. Let me see if I did get any item. If I still have it. No, I don't have it anymore. I've used them all. But you can... There is a... It's almost like a book. It's almost like a book icon. And you can choose any of these. Okay, now if you look at these. Concentration Training 1. It increases the transformation rate of PDEF of heirs. The other one is Power Training. Okay, the increasing power specialty increases the transformation rate of physical attack and magical attack. Again, physical magical attack and crit. Sorry, that one is with the multi. Physical attack, magical attack, and multi. This one here is physical attack, magical attack, and crit. This one here is physical attack, magical attack, and AP. This one here is HP and CDR. Then this one is your MDEF. So you've got one for PDEF, you've got one for MDEF, you've got 3 for magical attack and physical attack, but one is with multi, one is with crit, and one is with AP. And then the other one, you've got the HP and CDR together in there. Now that is perfect for me. I think that is perfect, because if you look at my previous video, I just made a guide in terms of what, well, I made an ultimate SD support build. So if you haven't had a chance to look at that now. Okay, but yes, is it worth unlocking all of these, all the pets that you can? Not pets, sorry, I keep calling them pets. All the child and heirs that you can? I would say yes, because they all have, or they can all increase your stats. Okay, I mean the chip, the chip itself, that's, you know, that's not something that we should be pushing as much, because if you look at them, don't get discouraged if you only have one chip in there. The great thing about the child is it's a standard 10% stat transfer, base stat transfer into your character. So the more child you have, the better stat you will get. Okay, so I hope that's a little bit clear. I mean, I haven't reached the other stage, which is the whatever stage that is. I can't remember. Hang on, let's have a look. What stage is it again? The growth stage. I haven't reached the growth stage yet, but once I do, I will create a separate guide in terms of that and all other information that I may have missed on this video, and I will share it to you guys. So that is it for now, guys, in terms of the Heir system, what I currently know in terms of the Heir system. Hopefully it's been useful, and yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed the video at some point. I'm not gonna add any background music into it because it's got such a nice music in this church, isn't it? Okay, love this church music. Okay, but yes, that is us for now, folks. Hope you have enjoyed this and hope you found it useful. Again, if you do, please hit that like button. Share the video as well to those, to your club mates, just to, you know, give them that idea, just to share that knowledge. I like to share what I know, and I would love for you guys to share it as well. So, guys, it's been lovely making this video for you. Hopefully, like I said, you found it useful, and please hit that like button if you haven't yet, and subscribe to my channel, and share the videos. Really appreciate that, guys. I'm almost on that 200 mark subscribers, so I'd really appreciate it if you guys can you know, can generate that for me. All right. So yeah, that's us. Thanks very much for listening, guys. Thanks for watching, and just thanks for all your comments and support in terms of the videos that I've been making. All right, guys, it's been lovely. See you again soon. Cheers, guys. Ta-da. Bye-bye.